Hello everyone, my name is Maria and I'm Marketing and Sales Manager at Pensoft Publishers and Arfa Platform. I'm really happy to see you all here in Zagreb, and after a couple of years of purely online event, to see everybody here in person. Today I'm going to tell you about how we deal with human and machine-led science communication and scholarly communication at Pensoft Publishers, and how we assist to the journals which are published on our Arfa publishing platform. Pensoft was founded in 1992 by scientists for scientists. And primarily, Pensoft was focusing on book publishing. However, now Pensoft is also a leading publisher of innovative open access journals. By now, Pensoft has published more than 1,000 books and over 12,000 open access articles in more than 70 open access journals, which are either published by Pensoft or posted on Arfa publishing platform. It's worth to mention that Arfa publishing platform has been developed as Pensoft's own publishing solution for the publication of semantically enhanced journals, conference proceedings, conference abstracts, preprints, and open access books. So also this is a brief picture of what kind of organizations are benefiting from using Arfa publishing platform. For example, 4 journals of Zenkenberg are published with us. 3 journals of Amsterdam University Press are hosted on Arfa platform. And basically it depends on the will of the journal if they wish to use just our publishing solution or to be co-published by Pensoft. So to turn more into the topic of the presentation about the machine-led and human science communication, I would like to mention that in the current times, apart from the journal content itself, visual appeal also plays a very big role in the journal promotion and also in the journal development. And it is highly important for the journal to have a modern, user-friendly interface, as well as also advanced web services, which would help a lot to the journal promotion and the content dissemination. So here is an example of one of the journals which recently has moved to Arfa platform, to Hinga Journal of the National Museum of New Zealand. And here on the right, you can see the previous version of their website, which I would say is probably rather typical for a university or institutional journal. To complete the step 1 of the successful journal promotion and to enhance the journal discoverability and to make it more appealing both for the journal readers and authors, we have provided the journal with a new web design, and you can see the result and their final web design on the picture on the left. So it's also not only the homepage, the beautiful and nicely done homepage, which matters. The article also needs to look good and to be easily readable and understandable for the reader. So here is, for example, how we changed the article look. We transferred it from articles being published in PDFs only to a modern format. So depending on the pricing plan, Arfa supports publication of the journal articles in 3 formats: PDF, which is a traditional format, then machine-readable XML, which helps with the advanced dissemination of the journal content, and then, of course, semantically enhanced HTML, which specifically appeals to the readers. Now to talk more about journal communication services. Here, we would split them into machine-led communication services we provide at ARFA and human-led communication services. For example, among machine-led services, we provide XML conversion of article metadata, as well as we make sure that the content is machine readable, discoverable, and automatically exported into many databases. We use one-stop API endpoint for automated indexing and archiving, as well as we constantly develop new tools to make sure that our journal develop at their best. And recently we have implemented several new tools for the community engagement. As for the human-led science and scholarly communication services, we provide journals assistance in application for indexers. Of course, also we run PR campaigns for journal news, for published studies. We deal with social media management, and also we have journals by using cross-journal promotion. Here is a brief overview on how we help our journals with indexing and archiving. We provide our assistance in checkup and evaluation of the journal indexing upon the journal migration to ARFA according to the data provided by the previous publisher. We also take over communication with the databases regarding the new web service for the automated content export to different indexing and archiving databases. Also, we actually apply or assist an application to appropriate indexing and archiving databases, so the journal doesn't have to worry much about those steps. We're helping and assisting them with it. As well as our indexing team is regularly tracking the status of indexing and archiving for the journal, and in case there are some new appropriated databases, we suggest to submit the journal there as well. So, as I mentioned, we are putting large effort into indexing and archiving of journals published on ARFA. What is really important to mention is that the whole process of indexing and archiving is largely automated. So for the majority of the cases, there would be no burden for the journal at all. And once the journal is accepted into the respective database, the content would be automatically exported there. So nothing needed from the editors at all. And currently, ARFA is fully integrated with more than 60 industry-leading indexing and archiving services. Here is an example of one of our flagship journals, Zookis, and its content is automatically indexed and archived in 68 databases as of now. Also, I would like to give you a brief example of several journal cases to which we helped a lot with the content dissemination and promotion. For example, this is the journal Metabarcoding and Metagenomics, and it has been established in the end of 2017 as a completely new journal. And we all know that it's not that easy for a completely new journal to get accepted into into the indexing databases such as Scopus or, for example, Web of Science. So in 2019, we have submitted this journal to Scopus, and it has been accepted already in 2020. So it took less than 3 years for the journal to get into Scopus. And currently it's under evaluation for acceptance to Web of Science core collection. So, for example, here we present some stats on how the journal has been developing. And here you can see an extensive growth of citations according to dimensions metrics. And what is really nice for a journal which started its publication not that long time ago is that according to Scopus site score, it already has 7.9, and also the journal is already in Q1. As I mentioned, we put special effort into promoting our journal content in order to attract more attention to the article, to the journal itself, and eventually to help the journal to attract more citations. And this is another example of a society journal. This is the Journal of Neobiological Society, which has been published on ARFA since 2011. And you can see here a trend for ongoing growth regarding the amount of submitted and published articles, as well as the journal got into Scopus and Web of Science already from ARPA platform, and the metrics are continuously growing. And here are some more stats, for example, related to the article views. And you can see that at the beginning, here I have data starting from 2014. The total views were around, let's say, a bit above 25,000. And for 2021, we have reached more than 550,000 views. We provide many other services related to science communication and promotion. And for example, we have journals disseminating their journal news via various calling news channels. We promote scientific publications to the world's top news media. We are preparing tailored PR campaigns for selected studies of journals published on ARFA, as well as we offer our services in science communication on social media. We take care of cross promotions of our journals on social media, and as well as we provide general consultancy on science communication at both article and journal level. And here is some example of how we are dealing with social media management. For each article published in pens of journals, we prepare a handcrafted tweet and Facebook post for social media, and for selected studies, we run full tailored PR campaigns. And this is a recent study published in P2P's journal related to plant systematics. Basically here we provided some handcrafted content on Twitter, on Facebook. Also, we published some additional videos related to the study on YouTube. And after the tailored PR campaign, the study has been tweeted by more than 1,600 people. More than 80,000 people has watched the video related to the study on YouTube, as well as after our PR campaign, the study got publicity in world's top news media, for example, CNN, New York Times, Science News, and many others. So also it was to mention that really effective way to celebrate the impact of a particular publication is to have the journal editors pinpointing the paper as the editor choice. And over the last years, we have invested some effort into developing new features for the community engagement. So we have editor choice badge available for selected articles, which helps to bring more visibility to some really good articles. We have implemented post new news feature so that the journal editors and users of the journal can have a look and share their news related to the journal. And those news and announcements, for example, about the events, go public on the journal's homepage. And last but not least is our redesigned newsletters, to which journal readers pretty often subscribe. Now they're also more visually appealing. And for example, for the case study of the journal mentioned here, Biodiversity Data Journal, we have more than 5,000 subscriptions of subscribers. And as well, I would say the numbers are more or less the same for some of our other flagship journals. So briefly, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed the presentation, and if you would like to learn more about ARFA publishing solution, about services we provide, I'm here during the whole conference. Thank you.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for listening to us. My name is Marzena Gier-Swiedla. I'm a customer training and implementation manager from Oxford University Press, and I'm here with my colleague Hannah Clark, who is the regional sales manager for Southeast and South Europe. Yes, and today we are going to talk to you about, oops. Okay, today we would like to introduce to you our new migrated platform, Oxford Academic, the home of academic research from Oxford University Press, and the web address is provided. Okay, so here you can, in one space, you can discover and explore both academic journals and scholarly books from Oxford University Press, as well as from a wide array of leading university presses and learned societies from around the world. As from July 2022, our book content from Oxford Scholarship Online, University Press Scholarship Online, very short introductions, Oxford Medicine Online, Oxford Clinical Psychology, and Oxford Handbooks Online, as well as the AMA Manual of Style, migrated onto Oxford Academic Platform to sit alongside journals in one place for the first time. And we are all very excited about it and very happy about it, because this allows the libraries to manage more efficiently all Oxford University Press's online products and journals, as well as account settings from a single portal on Oxford Academic. The account management applies both to online products which migrated to Oxford Academic, as well as those products not migrating outside of Oxford Academic. With this change, librarians are able to access usage statistics for online books, journals, databases from a single location, directly manage authentication methods and institutional branding settings, manage multiple accounts with a single email address, basically selecting accounts via a drop-down menu. Helpful resources available through information pages include institutional account management, librarian handbook, starter guide, but there are many other resources available as well. I thought these would be quite useful to have. For our patrons, the migration means finding and using content for their research seamlessly and from one location, where Oxford Academic provides users with over 500 journals and over 40,000 books, all in one place. Search, which runs across our growing body of 3 million journal articles, 400,000 book chapters, and 2 million images and multimedia, can be refined by multiple filters, including availability, format, subject, series, partner presses, and obviously many more filters. And the granular taxonomy allows to tailor the content to provide users with material which meets their specific needs. This can be unfolded further, obviously. Now, a few words about our journals, which you can access just by clicking on Journal. And this is the web address if you'd like to access journals directly. According to the latest journal citation report, 43% of our journals are in the top quartile of their subject categories. Some data here. 7 journals are ranked #1 in at least one category. 73% journals have an impact factor. Over 72% of these are in the top 50% of at least one category. And we are obviously also very proud to publish Nobel Prize winning authors in all 6 subject collections, and to witness over 260 million downloads in 2021. We partner with 3 discovery services and over 50 abstracting and indexing services. And our flexible purchasing and access options are designed to meet the needs of the global academic community. The survey data shows that on average, OUP's cost per citation is lower than of other publishers. And Hannah?
And just to highlight, as we're at this open access event, how this fits in with the open access community. Oxford University Press's commitment to open access is a key part on the way that we deliver our mission to achieve the widest possible dissemination of high quality research. So our approach to open access, as with our general approach to publishing, is transparent, flexible, inclusive, and it's centered on working towards a sustainable future. As such, we support our authors to publish open access both in journals and books. You can find out more about the options available on Oxford academic pages devoted to both open access and open research. So if you follow these links, you can find a little bit more about our policies. As a major publisher of open access research, about 30% of our articles across the entire portfolio are now open access. And additionally, we now publish around 40 open access monographs a year. So we've just published our 200th monograph, and this is open access, a huge area of investment for us. As well as that, we are working with customers on transformative agreements. So this map highlights the global interest with OUP in read and publish or transformative agreements, and with the active agreements showing in yellow. These agreements provide access to all Oxford journals and include funding for open access publishing for affiliated researchers. So this is just a repeat of some of the places you can go to on our website to just find a little bit more about author support, information on whether you're affiliated with an institution with a read and publish agreement, information on open research, as well as open access.
Okay, so a few words about books. The whole books collection on Oxford Academic currently is available, and it offers access to 40,000 publications. And among them, you will find essential titles covering almost every field of study published by OUP and 24 other university presses. The series include very short introductions, Oxford medical handbooks, Oxford medical textbooks, and treatments that work, a clinical psychology program. And Oxford Academic brings together a growing list of over 15,000 research publications from 24 prestigious university presses, on a single platform. This you might be familiarized as University Press Scholarship Online before. Since its conception in 2011, the collection has continued to grow, providing access to essential content in almost every area of scholarship. And content is available to read online or chapter by chapter PDF downloads. We have also within the platform Oxford Scholarship Online, which provides easy access to thousands of books from the world-renowned scholarly list of Oxford University Press. And as I mentioned before, in 2020, July 2022, books from Oxford Scholarship Online migrated to the Oxford Academic Platform too. Now, Oxford Handbooks, each handbook offers an authoritative and state-of-the-art survey of current thinking and research, specially commissioned essays from leading international figures in the discipline, give critical examination of the progress and directions of the debates, providing scholars and graduate students with compelling new perspective. Very popular amongst our users. Very short introductions offer concise and original introductions to a wide range of subjects. Our expert authors combine facts, analysis, new insights, and enthusiasm to make often challenging topics highly readable to develop your core knowledge. The Oxford textbooks distill the knowledge and experience of the world's leading medical scientists to give objective reviews of current knowledge based on the best available evidence and published literature. Oxford Medical Handbooks are the market-leading series of pocket handbooks written for a broad medical readership, from students, junior doctors, specialist trainees, to nurses, dentists, paramedics, and allied health professionals. AMA Manual of Style is a must-have guide for anyone involved in medical and scientific publishing, providing everything one needs to produce well-organized and clear manuscripts. Okay, and again, a few links which list quite important information. And obviously more information is available within the information pages as well as the landing pages for our books and journals collections. And thank you very much. This was me, Marzena Giers-Fidler, and Hannah Keller.
Hello, good afternoon, dear colleagues. It is my pleasure to be here today. It's going to be a sprint presentation, as I'm told we do not have much time. I'm going to speak very briefly and concisely about our data-driven approach, analytic and visibility solutions that can help you address some of the big challenges universities are facing. I hope you'll find some examples inspiring. First, what kind of challenges I'm speaking about? I assume you would find some of those pressures relevant, and this is not even an extensive list. The world is constantly changing very dramatically in very unexpected ways, and the world of research also keeps transforming. But there are also opportunities arising that you might want to take advantage of, opportunities or some sort of consensus about how to respond to these challenges. There are some controversies that we know from science of science, from scientometrics. Teams are increasingly responsible for most impactful and important research, but on average, as we know, most research papers does not generate any considerable impact at all. I mean that median paper is very poorly cited. Collaborations are driven by the growing body of knowledge, and instruments and methods are becoming more and more complex, increasing in scale, precision, and it leads to more specialization in science because, so scientists have to collaborate. And despite technological progress, there are still major inequalities. So these are the big challenges I'm speaking about that we're trying to address. And in order to flourish in such an environment, you need to have a solid and robust strategy. You can't do everything alone. You need partners, you need money. These challenges are closely interconnected, as you can see, and making stronger or advancing in one helps another, and vice versa. I will cover just a few of them. So, strategy typically comes first, or at least it should. And usually it starts with analysis and assessment of your current standing, resources available, and external environment. And you also want to understand where you want to be in several years, or at least understand the direction. You need to keep track of the progress you're having to benchmark against certain milestones or calibrate your strategy along the way. And in order to do that, you might need data to support your decision making. In that sense, Scival, our analytical tool, deserves special attention here. It is our scientometric engine designed to analyze and visualize research performance, activity, and trends for an institution, country, individual authors, or specific subject area, predefined or self-defined topics. It is a modular system, so in different modules you can take a broader or focused view on a specific object. You can compare objects to one another, and it also means that you can subscribe to only a fraction of those. There are institutions that care a lot about rankings, and in Scival you can do very fine-tuned analysis in terms of data that is behind your ranking scores. There are many insights to uncover about dynamics of your performance and potential opportunities. You can compare how you're doing against other institutions, and you can export much more data than in Scopus, for example. Expertise and collaboration is at the heart of intellectual endeavors, and finding right partners is essential. So we can help you analyze your current collaborations, or we can help you improve and suggest you other candidates and potential institutions or people that can help improve and strengthen your team. But that kind of data are not necessarily always available to the public. So the big question is how easy it is for people outside to find at which areas you're really good at, what kind of expertise concentrated at your university. So we can automate data collection from multiple sources, external, internal, set up verification workflows, and build you a modern, openly, publicly facing research portal to showcase the volume, the quality of your research activity, collaboration, SDG contributions, and this is searchable and findable on the internet. We can capture a broad range of research outputs, like not only publications, preprints, open access publications and materials, data, projects, prizes, other achievements, musical or art performances. And this is in line with open science principles that call for greater transparency of research process. We can provide you with metrics for research profiles, and all of that can tell you what the focus of a particular researcher is, how good is he, what's the impact of his work, reception, and it helps facilitate new collaborations. Securing funding is also important, sometimes extremely important. So we do have methodology that can analyze trends in the research landscape, so we understand what kind of global momentum or relevancy a particular research problem or topic has, And it's also relevant in terms of funding and research management. So you can analyze and see a thematical structure of science globally or per specific subject category. And here I'm ready to stop. This is just a notion that there's lots of data and indicators, but they meant to support your decision making, and you need to combine it with expert knowledge. I'm here tomorrow, so please reach out to me if this resonates with you. Yeah, this is where I can stop. Thank you.